Blackstone presents The Last Ridge, the epic story of America's first mountain soldiers and the assault on Hitler's Europe, by McKay Jenkins. This book is read by Grover Gardner. For my parents, Donald and Carla Jenkins, and my son, Steedman McKay Jenkins. The untrained mountain soldier has two foes, the enemy and the mountain. But he can make a friend and ally of the mountain by learning to know it. The mountain can give him cover and concealment, points of vantage and control, even, at times, food, water, and shelter. Proposed Manual for Mountain Troops, Mountain Training Center, October 1943. Part 1. The Mountain. Prologue. The Northern Apennines, Winter 1944. By December 1944, the 18-month Allied effort to slit the soft underbelly of Europe had banged up against the last hard bone of the Northern Apennine Mountains, a rugged line of peaks belting the width of northern Italy below the Po River Valley. What had been conceived as a way to drive a knife into the Axis had instead turned into a bloody and ambivalent slog up a jagged peninsula, against an enemy that had proven far more ferocious and resilient than Allied strategists had predicted. The fact was that Europe's underbelly had never been soft. Winston Churchill, who had coined the term, had gotten it tragically wrong. Italy was mountains from south to north. At best, the campaign had become a drain on Hitler's army, a third front. At worst, it was a cursed and forgotten war, where tens of thousands of men from both sides died fighting over a piece of ground that seemed to have nothing to do with the rest of the campaign in Europe. After a great triumph in Sicily, even the Allied victories in Italy had gradually faded from view. The grim battles of Salerno, Cassino, and Anzio had given way to General Mark Clark's triumphant taking of Rome in June. But only 2 days later, the world's eyes had turned to the beaches of Normandy. Every week since then, it seemed, divisions had been pulled from the staggering campaign to support the push in France. The defensive genius of German Field Marshal Albert Kesselring had turned even the Allied successes into a chain of Pyrrhic victories. The advancing troops staggered north, not with a plan.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?